Sounds good. What do you want to look at today?
So I was doing the thing you told me last night that was like not ignoring objectives or like not to fully commit on team fights when I'm not like my ult is not up.
Uh-huh.
But I still want some pointers because I think I had like a very good lead early on, but like it was I think the game was like 40 minutes and then after like the 30-minute mark I was not doing nothing, I guess.
Yeah, that's normal for Nocturnes. I don't know if you saw the VOD earlier today with Pelza, because Pelza is a master's Nocturne one trick, and like once Nocturne gets like late game, like past the 30-minute mark, Nocturne's low key fucking useless. You're just
Yeah.
an ult bot and a fear bot, where your job is just to fear the enemies and to ult on squishies. You don't actually do damage, and you're not actually tanky. Um, so that's why we try to avoid going to late game, and the best way to avoid late game is by getting like Soul, which is stacking objectives, you know. So Nocturne's very much like a very mid game centric champion. So we'll see how the mid game goes. Obviously, we miss Q. Happens. Get us camps cleared down. So far everything's normal. We're just full clearing. Now that we're 6, now we can look to force plays more. I'd say we go for grubs right away. It's like this game. You look, you have 3 losing lanes. So like normally I would actually want you to fight this dragon, but because of what's happening mid and bot, you just cannot. Like your mid and bot are just so behind for no reason. So which is again not your fault. That's just what happened. How low Nasus here? If you want to look to dive Nasus here, you can. Look how low he is. He's below half HP. Like he's literally like 1 HP. Your mouse pushing mid. I think here if you just wait for the minion wave to crash mid, you guys can just 2v1 dive him, right? I think you just saw Mumu bot earlier. Yeah, Mumu's dead. So normally the concern would be like, oh, if I go for this, I'll get the Mumu will be here to counter gank. But there's no jungle to come. So I think here you see you have all info. The top's dead, the jungle's dead. You see their AD carry, you see their support. So no one can help this Nasus. So if Nasus stays and we get the wave in, I think we just 2v1 dive this Nasus. It's not right now, it's like 10 seconds from now, okay? But you still want to be in the vicinity, because if you go to your Grump, obviously, then you won't be in range to ult mid anymore, right? So I think
Yep,
if I
of
was you,
course.
I would wait a little longer, because if you look right now, like Nasus actually didn't base, he stayed. And now he's not even under 10 anymore. Now he's pushing up on the wave, and he's like, what, 20% HP? So I think if you just ult on the Nasus right now, he would just die, guaranteed. You know, he's not even like he didn't
Oh,
even go like the tanky build. He's going AP Nasus. Look at his items. He's not even like Triforce. He's fucking Lost Chapter. He's also no flash, so he can't even flash away. So there's no excuse not to kill this Nasus here. He's no ult, low HP, no flash, no armor. He should just die, right? And then funny enough, if we were mid here instead of like even now, you see Quinn ganking mid. Get off the Gromp, come help mid, come ult the Quinn, go ult on Nasus. You know, like your Nocturne, your ult range is like this. So if you just walk to like here, you ult mid, you probably save Mel's life and you double kill. You'll probably kill Nasus and you'll kill Quinn. You know. Um,
yeah, I just thought I was like too late because I did like think about it, but I was like, nah, it's too late. I'm not gonna like save
but you
her,
don't
you
even
know,
check.
to
Like
get
you have
killed.
to check your ult range. Be like, oh shit, how far is my ult? Like, you also that you have to keep watching. Like if you see she's getting literally one shot, then sure it's too late. But you literally you looked for half a second. You said, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm not looking anymore. You know. Like again, you should start walking instantly. And then as you're walking, if you're not in range, then you'll just go back to your Gromp. And nothing. It's not going anywhere. Your Gromp still be there. You know. Um, I think in this case you could have definitely saved Mel and killed Quinn. But even again, like before Quinn even ganks, we should be looking to gank or dive this Nasus, because you literally saw him. He's quarter HP, no flash, no ult. Um, there's no excuse, you know. This is why it's really, because we both agree that Nocturne is useless late game. So the only way to avoid late game is to snowball and win games early, and the only way to do that is to pay attention and like abuse our ult. And the second you get level 6 of Nocturne, you should be actively looking to ult anytime you can. I'm not saying waste it and just ult nothing, but once you're level 6, like someone's pushing, someone's low, someone's diveable, we have to use our ult and actually use it, you know? Um, okay, see if bot lane's fighting, start walking bot lane. See, right now, I would ult Nocturne right now. I mean, Nasus right now. Again, he's half HP, no flash. You have everything. You have all your items. You have flash. You have smite. You have red buff. Um, again, he's half HP. I would just instantly ult this Nasus, you know? This is not bad either. I don't mind this one. And then Nasus killed Mel. Yeah, you see, we saved this guy. Nice. But you have no ult, so I think when you have no ult, you just cannot. Like, I think coming here for a second just to save him, like to scare him off. Like, you're not actually. This is not an aggressive play. This is a defensive play. You're here to save this Mel, and that's it, right? You only want to force aggressive plays as Nocturne when you have ult up. If your ult's down, you're never doing anything aggressive as Nocturne, basically. Like, you need your ult to do aggressive plays. So this was fine to come because it's defensive. I'm protecting Mel. Okay, Mel's safe. Okay, second, I'm going back to my camps. You know, I'm going back to Wolves, then I'll go to Raptors, then I'll go Red. And then after Red, then my ult's back up. And then I'll look to ult bot, or then I'll look to ult mid, or then I'll look to do Dragon, right? But we're not looking to. There's no way you're chasing this guy down, fighting this guy without ult. It's just not happening, right? So I think come for a second to save the Mel. Perfect. Once you see Nasus, you should instantly leave. You should not be auto attacking. You should not be Eing him. Now you're super low. Just understand without ult, we're not doing anything aggressive. That's just the rule.
Yeah, I just got greedy there.
Uh-huh. Okay, you see, boom, because look what I said. We have ult, we kill Quinn, boom, now we start dragon because we got to pick. This is how it should always look. It should be dragon spawns, either ult mid or ult bot or ult jungle. Now that and once you ult, boom, you save your teammate, you killed the enemy, and now you get dragon for free. You know, this is how it should always be. You stop this guy from doing Herald. Here, I think if you want to flash after him and kill him, I think it's completely fine too. He's like one auto, and then you don't have to be worried about Jax because like he's half HP, like low mana, and when you kill this guy, don't forget you'll get Triumph. You'll heal as well, so you won't be this HP. You'll be like this HP. So if you want to flash auto this guy to kill him, I'm not against it. Because by killing him, you're also guaranteeing the Herald because he's never gonna come in 50-50 yet, you know. But still good. You don't need a flash to kill him. It's not necessary. I think just playing for the Herald is really good itself. So I'm glad you got Herald. You don't actually always have to run towards your base to be safe. Like here, you could just run this way. Like here, I can tell you like, oh shit, I'm scared. I'm gonna run. You're literally running to Fountain, but you could just like
Yeah.
you could just run this way, you know, or run this way and base here, run this way, base here, run this way, base here. You don't have to run through the. This is the scariest thing is to run towards the enemy, you know. Because yeah, I think you could have lived and kept your flash. Here you lived, but you have to use your flash. I think if you just ran left or up or to the right, anywhere besides through the Nasus, you don't have to flash. Okay. Um. Okay. Look to base soon. Now we have ult. Now that we have ult, I want you to play for either Dragon or Otacon. We want to use our ult before the objective. You should ult earlier. The second you see them fighting now, like you're not just map control. You're not paying attention. Like I could count how long. When you see icon over icon, you know they're fighting. So Jax jumps on him now. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took you 5 seconds to realize they're fighting. You know. So if you could just look slightly earlier and you ult 2 seconds earlier, you'd save Olaf, you'd kill Jax, and then now you and Olaf can two-man Nauticon. But now that your teammate died, now you can't do it because you have no damage, right? So you just need to be paying attention to the map more. It's really important that we save Olaf's life here. And then once you realize you can't do it, you should just instantly drop your Herald. Because you know they're all bot side. They just the dragon. So Mumu's here, Nasus is here. Like they're all bot side. And another way you can also guarantee it is when you see this dragon die, look at the assist. You look at the assist, Jarvan assist, Quinn assist, Mel, Mumu. So literally everyone, and then you see Nasus. So you literally know that all four of these guys are here, and obviously the one guy that was topside is dead. So just instantly Herald, and then you'll get this top tower with Herald, and at least you'll get like a lot of gold, and you'll get some map control with tower dead, right? But if they're all bot side, we have to get something. And now you throw it, but now Jax has respawned, so now you can't actually get the tower, you know?
Yeah, I totally forgot I had Herald there.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, definitely want you to be looking to use Jolt more aggressively. And anytime you have ult, you should be like actively looking to fight. Like here, like you have ult, all your teammates are grouped. This is where I would like look to ult on mid, or maybe hover this Olaf again. And if Jack wants to fight Olaf, we'll ult on the this time instead of being late, we'll ult on the Jacks and get a pick. And if we get a pick, we can pull Otacon. I'm never thinking, okay, nice, it's mid game. Otacon, the objective is spawn top side. And I'm gonna go push ball wave out. You know, if you had no ult, this would be fine because you have no ult, you don't want to fight. So why? So trading and pushing waves is the opposite of fighting, right? In this case, again, we don't scale into anything, so we don't want to just like stall this game out. We want to start forcing plays, start forcing objectives, ult on side lanes, get picks. Because if we just farm and farm and farm, we'll just get outscaled, right? Because I feel like your team's been fighting constantly and you just haven't been around. See, look, we do our first like ult with our teammates in the last like 10 minutes. We instantly get 2 kills. So now spamming Otacon. Nice. We got 3 picks. Boom. Free objective. Right. This is like a good example. Instead of pushing bot, we come ult with our teammates, get 2 kills, get mid tower, and now we get the Otacon. Perfect. See. That's what that was. You want to do that for the last like 10 minutes, from like the 15-minute mark to 25-minute mark. That's like where mid game starts. That's like mid game. This is where we're like perma fighting with our teammates at all, like every second we can. When our ult's up. And then
Okay,
even now,
okay.
like we do this Otacon, I would just instantly base. Because now when's the next objective? 20 seconds on Dragon. So we're gonna base and run straight to Dragon. Like objectives is all that matters. But for some reason here you rather get some top camps than play for the objective, you know? I think there's no like right now you could be here with your teammates right now, and now we can 4v4 this Dragon. Your ult's back up, and you'll just ult in, and then boom, we're just gonna fight with our team. And if we win the fight, we win the game. If we lose the fight, we lose the game. That's it, right? Um, but here we're late, so they kill Dragon before we even get here, and we didn't get to spend our money. So now if when we do show up to this fight, we just have 2,000 gold in our inventory for no reason, right? Yep. So and same logic is for like I would ult in right now. There's no reason ult now, ult now, ult now, ult now. The longer you don't ult, like the slower they die, and the slower they die, the more damage they do on our teammates. If you ulted earlier, Nasus would already be dead. MF would never die. And then we can go. We should still go Baron, but obviously with MF dead, it's harder to Baron because we have less damage. I think you still get it, but it's just takes longer and it's higher risk because now the enemy team can fight it easier because we have less teammates to be around. You know. See, this is fine to do here because you had no ult. Before I didn't like you doing this because you had ult, but now it's like you have no ult. So what else am I gonna do but push? You know. I think here like pushing this is fine. Pushing this is fine. But now once you see the enemies on the minimap, you literally see them walking into the jungle. Now you should just back up. And also now your ult's like coming back up now. Before it was show because when you push this ball waves out, your ult was 40 seconds, right? So yeah, why not push? But once your ult's like around like 15 to 20 seconds till coming back up, now let's go mid and group with our team again and ult on mid, just like last time. Just ult on mid, kill them, get towers, and start playing with the team game. I think now, your ult's basically back up. There's no point to be on our own. Now we should be with our teammates again. Like there's 3 people mid. Nash is dead. We could just as 4 we could just siege or dive whoever's on the under the mid tower, right? I think you're just making yourself a target, and now you're wasting your Baron buff.
Yeah, I really wanted that tower. That's why
I
I
mean,
stayed.
you'll get it eventually. Just play with your team for it. If anything, you could even ping your teammates to come, like assistance ping. And if your teammates come, then you guys can hit it together, right?
Okay, makes sense.
Nocturne's just not a solo champion. If you want to do solo plays, you gotta pick a different champion. Nocturne's really, really, really team dependent. Don't forget to fear. Your fear was kind of late here. You should win this though, maybe. Oh no, Jarvan shows up. Sucks. Nice Swain cleans it up. That's fine. Close fight. Let me watch this again. Can you ult earlier? Let's see. Yeah, same as before. Like map control. Like the second I see, like right now, you see right now, when Jax instantly hop in, I would instantly look top. The second you're in ult range, honestly, even ult right now, because you're not in range right now, but in like 1 or 2 seconds from now, you will be in range. But even you turning off the lights makes it harder for them to like play the fight because they just can't see shit. You have to say when you ult, you have like 8 seconds to actually take your ult. So you can ult right now, and then ult in 4 seconds from now, right? You don't have to instantly ult and then instantly dash in. So I would like the second notice that they're fighting, I would instantly ult right away, and then once I walk into range, then I'll actually fly in. Because yeah, you're just ult ulting and then instantly flying in, you could ult like 3 seconds ago, and then when you get a range, then you'll do it. Make sense? So
Yep.
I do think it's one it's like small. If you're here just 2 seconds earlier, Olaf dies slower, Jax dies faster, or Mumu dies faster, and all and maybe you get to save his life, or you get to live, and then this entire sequence becomes better, right? So I think, especially as Nocturne, you really have to be staring at the map at all times. The entire like point of Nocturne is to be able to ult on side lanes and impact the entire map. But if we're not looking at the map and we're not looking at our teammates, then we're taking away Nocturne's biggest strength away from. We're just not even using his biggest strength, you know. And here you just ult again. We only want to be playing with our teammates. Here you ulted in when none of your teammates are nearby. So everything we do has to be
Yeah.
around our team, and our team was just too far. It's not too complicated. But now I think we've come to the point where Nocturne just kind of useless late game. You don't do much damage, and you're super squishy, and you're also playing super zoomed in right now, and I cannot focus. Look how zoomed in you are. You can't even see half the screen. Oh my god, my fucking eyes hurt. Oh, there's no way you don't notice this in game.
I mean, I do, but I mean, I try to like zoom out, but just it won't let me. I don't know. I think I just have to put another seconds.
Oh my god. Wait. I mean, you zoomed in. You just scroll. You just scroll. Look at this. This is normal. See this?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Nah, I probably didn't notice.
Yeah, I mean, Lucky Nocturne is all just forcing fights and hope they go well. There's really not much macro or mechanics to it. Oh, I see, you finally zoomed out. God bless. Here, I don't know what you're basing for. There's nothing to base for. You have no idea. I guess for pot, but like, I guess it's fine. For pot's fine. This last team fight decides the game. You actually, yeah, you actually ulted in well. I think you fear was late. Like you could have fear way earlier. Besides that, this is fine from you. There's just not much else you could do with Nocturne. You're just useless late game.
Mhm.
You guys won. Nice. I mean, this is a good ult in. You want to know why? Because like you ulted in when all your teammates were in range to fight. you know, before you ulted in when none of your teammates were even on your screen. So, that's a good thing. I think for you, it's all the feedback I gave is early game you have to be looking to use your